Well, my cat's knocked out my audio cable again. But what is going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a good day today. Oh, guys. First of all, I missed streaming this weekend. I did. I missed streaming this weekend, but everything's clean. We got it all cleaned up. Rearranged some stuff. As you can see, there's some stuff behind me. There's the Bean Boozle right there. And, you know, the desk is clean. And I actually found a lens cleaning cloth, so whenever I, like, professionally touch my face and hit my glasses, because that's what I do. Yo, what's going on, Kez? Looking rather curly. Yeah, for whatever reason, my hair's... I think it's because it's, the weather's changing here again. It's like 74 degrees. So it's really humid, so I think my hair is reacting. Yeah, 74 degrees Fahrenheit.
The council has decreed you make...
I live in a hot state, guys. My buzz. Buddy, not buzz.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians.
-4 degrees. -4 degrees Fahrenheit, just like today. Yeah, yesterday, I think our high was like 50-something degrees. And the day before that, it was like 40. We're a Jedi. We decide what we decide is always right.
Wow, talk about an ego trip. You Jedi aren't perfect. Remember Revan and Malak?
He's up in like
Maybe
Providence
these
or
Mandalorians
whatever.
worth looking into.
You Jedi have left them alone because they haven't harmed you. But they still
Yeah, so he's up in
destroy our land.
he's up in the cold places.
Those Mandalorian
See, I'm down
brutes
south
have
where
killed
it's
my
like
daughter.
You
it's
should have
hot.
protected her better, and you call yourself her father.
And what am I supposed to do against a dozen
Like-
Mandalorians and Duros? Nothing.
115 degrees during the
They
summer,
came to our
kind of
land
hot.
demanding our livelihood, but Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no.
Only idiot says no when they have a gun to their face. I always like this line. It's so funny. You didn't try to stop them?
There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
Well, so I live off of the Gulf of Mexico because I'm in Texas. So I live off the Gulf of Mexico. Which, you know, the Gulf of Mexico is actually warmer than the Pacific Ocean and definitely warmer than the Atlantic. It's one of the warmest bodies of water on Earth. Like large body of water. Not like little hot springs or anything like that, but like large body of water. And so we get a lot of warm oceanic air that gets pushed in, so it's very humid here and it's very warm here. Only popping in. Oh no, I know it's like 11 o'clock there, almost midnight. I will protect you and your fellow settlers.
I will give you all I have. Just please annihilate them from the face of this planet.
Alright, let's go back and talk to Nemo here.
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to
The
get carried
Force.
away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo.
Hello,
Is
Nemo.
there something I can help you with?
I've been given tasked by the council.
Indeed. What is it you would like from me?
What do you know of the Tainted Grove?
The council has told you nothing of the grove?
Not really, no. I know it is tainted by the dark side.
Do not be so quick to judge circumstances about which
Yo,
you
what's
are
going on, Bearded?
Not everything may be as transparent as you would believe.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Grove can be found to the south and east in the plains, but be wary of cathounds. They may be agitated by the power in the grove. Is there something else I can help you with?
I have a question about Dantooine.
Very well. What is it you wish to know?
I've heard people mention Mandalorians.
Mandalorian raiders, yes. They have been preying on the settlers in the surrounding farms, stealing food,
How you doing,
money,
Bearded?
weapons. John was hit really hard recently. He lost his daughter.
You republics are too weak. You should protect what you want to keep. Otherwise, someone stronger will take it.
Perhaps. But not everyone in the galaxy is a warrior like you. They were not a problem before.
App crashes like every
Now
5
it would
minutes now.
seem prudent
I think you
to
need a new
get
phone,
rid of
man.
them. If you could accomplish this, it would not
Like, the app's
harm your
crap,
training,
but
and the settlers
it doesn't
would greatly
crash.
appreciate it.
It's just
John
crap.
is currently waiting to petition the council. He is on the path north of here. He might be able to tell you more about what had happened. Can I help with anything else?
Tell me about yourself.
About me? I am truly flattered. What is it you wish to
Been
know?
doing good. Took the weekend off to clean. Because after we finished the RE marathon, and yeah, my area suffered bad from the RE marathon. I mean, I had stuff everywhere. It looked like a freaking tornado came through here. So I took the weekend off, cleaned up everything. So everything's clean now. Got everything put back and organized. My desk looks fucking amazing. I'm so happy about my desk. Because even before I started streaming, it was already a wreck. Because I would have I did product reviews, and I would just I would just have 5 things on my desk that I would be reviewing at the same time, so my desk was never clean. So yeah, it's the first time it's been clean in like a while. Got all my controllers over to my left here. Got the consoles behind me. Actually set up a lamp behind me to kind of give myself a backlight. Move the Bean Boozle up to there. You can kind of see it. It's blurry, but it's like it's right on top of my Xbox. The clean desk, yeah. Man, whenever I looked at my desk after I was done, like after I wiped it down and it did all that kind of stuff, I was just like, this feels real good. I was like, it feels amazing. Who are you?
As I have said,
Who
I believe.
are you?
My name is Nemo. I am here by the will of the Jedi Council.
You're a Jedi?
Indeed, my young friend, that I am. I have served the Council for many years, and have seen many apprentices pass through this enclave.
Are you a member of the council?
I think perhaps you place an undue importance on rank and hierarchy.
I also found all of my external hard drives.
But regrettable also. We each serve in our place, high or low. Is there something else I can help you with?
Let me just show you guys, I have a problem. So I have 3 of these. These are SSDs. This one, I actually am recording to one right now. as a matter of fact. I have this. This is a little portable SSD. I have one of these. No, sorry. I have two of these. Both of them are 2 terabytes. I have 3 of these hard drives. All of them are 4 terabytes apiece. And then I have 2 of these WD Black external hard drives that are 5 terabytes apiece. That I have stuff on these. And then I have one that I actually can't show because it's like it's huge. That's a 6 terabyte external hard drive. So I have a problem. But they were all on my desk. They were just like, one of them was underneath my a jacket. I didn't even know I had a jacket on my desk, but one of them was underneath a jacket that was on my desk. And then all the other ones were under like cases and headsets, and a few microphones were on top of a few of them. I must be going now.
I hope your time is well spent here on Dantooine.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely
This guy's name is
assume you are
Gar.
a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition?
I'm merely an apprentice, not a Jedi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Does the Council require our presence?
I'm sorry, I do not know.
Oh, I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance?
Who are you?
My name is Gar.
Gar.
My fine wife Rilke here
A pleasure.
live on the northern farm.
I always love that.
Cathounds
Me and my fine wife Rilke here.
Mandalorian
A
problems
pleasure.
have been getting really bad of late, and we're here to ask the Jedi Council to help.
You mentioned Cathounds?
Recently, the Cathounds have been acting much more aggressively. They've even attacked some of the settlers.
Sometimes
Those
cleaning hits
Mandalorian
different. Oh,
raiders
yeah.
have been milking the outlying farms dry, too. I hear John got hit really bad. Too bad about his daughter.
He should have been protecting her better if he wanted to keep her.
I just
Mandalorian beast. Some of us don't like fighting and killing and butchering as much as you. I'm not sure exactly.
I don't remember
what
when
the
it was.
council will do about it, but we need some help with this.
I think it was right after I completed Resident Evil 8. I just looked at everything. Like I looked at just how everything had turned out after the like literally everything had been made triply worse. Like there was stuff lined up right here, like boxes and I don't even know. I looked like a hoarder, basically, is what I looked like. It wasn't necessarily gross, but I just looked like I had like snacks that I just put like on the floor because I would eat during the marathon. And they're like closed and stuff, but it was just like they need to go back at some point. I had extra drinks just in case. Like I had extra Gatorade like right here, like right below me, just in case I wanted some. Just like I pretty much turned it into a convenience factor, but it made me look exactly like a hoarder. So I was just like, no. I looked around. I was like, it all has to get out. I was like, it just no. I was like, this looks bad. I also straightened up some of my cables because if you guys remember, I would like roll over my cables every single time that I'd be streaming.
Farewell, then. May the Force be with you. Is that how it goes? Yes. May the Force be with you.
That is how it goes, Gar. So this is actually the thing so that we can have Mission turn into Jedi. So let's go ahead and talk to her. Mission, is that you? I sense it is you. It's me, Ariaj Vale, your cousin. There's actually no voice lines. They were planning on doing this, but this mod was actually abandoned after a certain point. Yes, it is. Okay. Why, yes, I have a little cousin. I have since. Why, yes, I have little cousins. I have since become a Jedi Knight, and I see that you have also grown since. Oh wow, that one went by fast. What do you mean by the Force is strong in the women in our family? You feel it, don't you, Mission? You see things right before they happen. You can even feel the presence of your companions, can you not? Well, no, I don't. Yes, I do. What does this mean, Ariage? Are you saying I could become a Jedi? That is what it means, Mission. If you so wish it, I could teach you the ways of the Jedi. I saw you arrive and already asked the council for permission to take you on as apprentice. Oh, Ariage, that would be so great. What do you think, Jordana? Would that be alright with you? I don't see why not. I don't see why not, Mission, as long as you remember what your master teaches you. I think that would be great. I promise, Jordana, if Mission is like I was, her initial training won't take long, though I will trust that you will keep her on the right path after I have started her on it. Indeed, I will, Master Ariage. Go on, Mission. May the Force be with you. You're back. How did Mission do, Master Ariage? Mission did excellent. Now it is time for you to choose your path in the Jedi Order. We talked about this choice before and what the positions meant. The positions are Jedi Guardian with the blue lightsaber, Jedi Consular with the green lightsaber, Jedi Sentinel with the yellow lightsaber. Which path do you choose, Mission? I want Mission to be a Jedi Guardian. I need a lot of DPS. Oh, Mission, my cousin and apprentice, I probably declare you a Padawan. Take these for your journey. Ariage hands Mission some items. Thank you, Jordana, for allowing my cousin to come to realize her full potential. You're welcome, Master Ariage. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on Mission for you. Goodbye, Mission. I am leaving Tatooine. I hope that we see each other again soon. May the Force be with you. Goodbye, cousin. Master Ariage. I hope to see you again as well. Nice, nice. So this one is, I think, for Karth. Karth? Karth Massey? Is that you? It is you, Karth. It is indeed, Vor. I haven't seen you since the last battle of the Mandalorian Wars. You look well. Thank you, Karth. You are too kind. With the way this has been going lately, I thought I would not get an opportunity to see you again. See me again? What do you mean, For? You still haven't thought over what I said all those years ago about hanging up your blaster, picking up a lightsaber, and joining the Jedi Order? Oh, shit. What, For? You can't be serious. I thought you were kidding about that. You mean that I'm sensitive to Force? No way. I'm not even capable. Yes, you are, Karth. If you so wish it, I could teach you the ways of the Jedi. I saw you arrive and have already asked the council for permission to take you on as apprentice. I know you're older than most, but due to your friend's special case, they made you one as well. Vor, this is too much for me. Karth Onasi, a Jedi? I don't know. What do you think, Jordana? What do you think I should do? Why not, Karth? As long as you remember what Master Zeran teaches you, I think it would be excellent. Jordana, I will return with Karth when his initial training is complete. Go on, Karth. May the Force be with you. You are back! Finally! How did Karth do, Master Zeran? Karth did well! Now it is time for you to choose your path in the Jedi Order. The positions are Jedi Guardian with the blue lightsaber, yeah, again. For Karth, I'm probably... Yeah, we're probably gonna go with Guardian again. Well, Karth, my friend and apprentice, I am proud to declare you Padawan. Take these up for your journey. Four hands, Karth some items. Thank you, Jordana, for allowing Karth to realize his full potential. Karth has trust issues, as you probably know. You're welcome, Master Zaran. Don't worry, I'll keep Karth on the path for you. Goodbye, Karth. I'm leaving soon. I don't know if our paths will cross again. Either way, may the Force be with you. Goodbye, Master Zaran. May the Force be with you as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and level them up. Do that, that. Of course, gotta dump it into Persuade. Get some Drain Life in there. Max out her treat injury there. Do that, and that. Heal. That. And Force Push. Once I get Demolitions to 10, I'm gonna do I'm gonna start upgrading her stealth again. Stun Droid. So this is actually a custom robe that you typically get. Now, originally,
Ready.
this is like a, you know, the normal robe. So what I did is I actually altered it. I actually took a base robe, altered it, added this stonewash looking effect, upscaled it, gave it some nice touch-ups and everything, and we got Sinjin's robe. With mission, we actually get a Jedi Master robe, which is awesome, honestly. So I'll go ahead and put it on my main character because, yeah. Main character, he's the guy that I'm gonna be using the most. So, one other thing that I need to do. So I have full Jedi now, but there's one other thing, and that's Canderous. Canderous is actually going to be the next one to become a Jedi.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see?
Your companion?
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if could he have been kidnapped?
Oh, wait, hang on one sec, guys. I forgot to do something. No, 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 no. Okay, I think we're good. It is possible.
Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Cathhounds. But no, Cathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No, it must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Could someone have bypassed the lock?
No, the door was undamaged and showed no signs of tampering.
Could it have been open from the inside?
Well, yes, it could have, but he had no reason to run away. His programming...
Your missing companion is a droid?
Well, yes, he is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
You live along with this droid?
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound. Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
I'll help you find your droid.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
Oh, shit. The textures broke. That happens. Like I said, I think I mentioned this last time. I'm pushing this engine to its like limit at the moment, so occasionally the textures are gonna break. Greetings, fellow sentient. I notice that you're not heavily armed, or at least not heavily armed enough. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Adam, a simple merchant with a much noble purpose, rather. Noble, are you? Yes, noble it is. Settlers and noble humans of Dantooine have been plagued by Cathhounds, raiders, and other fearsome troubles as of late. You're trying to sell me something, aren't you? Oh wait. It is much too sad to see those things happen to such people as this. Therefore, I have made my mission to be. I made this my mission to be. Man, his language here is talking is so broken. Not like Yoda broken. It's like actually broken. It's purposeful, but it's like it's messing with me. You're trying to sell me something, aren't you? To overcome their troubles, they must be able to defend themselves. Therefore, I offer the highest quality of weapons at the lowest of low prices for them. I am here offering you much in the way of weaponry at a low price. How can sentient pass up such a bargain? They cannot. Hang on. Weaponry it is, and weaponry I have. What is you like from me on this fine day? Sorry. I also found a lens cleaning cloth. I think I mentioned that early in the stream, but I don't know. I'm stupid and I forget things. Let me see what you're selling. Yes. Here's the best you can find anywhere on the world. So he has a couple of things that are like super specific to him. First of all, he has the I'm sorry, not Cinegarian warsuit. The Cassifet battle armor and the Bronzium light battle armor. Both of these are actually specific to him. He has nothing that is like weapon based that's specific to him. So what I like to do, I don't really use droids all that much. I'm not gonna even lie about that. So I sell off a lot of the droid shit. And then, of course, some adrenals. Maybe not alacrity, but stamina and strength. Because alacrity can make you go fast. So I keep that around until like you're super powerful late game. Some energy shields that you can get rid of. And the frag grenades by this point in the game, they're actually becoming useless. Repair kits. You can still use like parts and computer spikes. So I recommend keeping those around. But yeah, let's go ahead. This is 15,000 credits. This one's 1,500, so we're gonna go ahead and get the Bronzium light battle armor. The Cathounds, like regular Cathounds, they're not too terribly hard. Now, the Horn Cathounds can be memed because they have a very high chance to dodge. So the big thing with them is that you'll sit there trying to wail on them sometimes, and you won't be able to get a hit in, and they're able to keep hitting you. I'm not seeming to have too much of a problem. It's probably because I'm decently leveled at this point. I think I'm usually around level 8 right now, but I'm actually level 9 at the moment. Or level 7, something like that. Come here. That push did give him a temporary stun, which is nice. There sometimes I do know that I had a mod that put Cathounds over there, but I couldn't remember if I had installed it before. It looks like I have because there's none over there. Okay, that rock formation looked like a horned Cathound for a second. So right now I'm literally just XP farming. You actually can just run right to the grove if you want to, but I prefer to, you know, farm a little bit of XP. And clear out the fields as well, of course. So this is what I was talking about. The Horned Cathounds have a high chance to dodge. As you saw there, I was like desperately attempting to get just kill that one. And I need to turn down my audio a little bit. It's getting pretty high up there. Let's do that. 1.5. That seemed to be a little better. But yeah, you noticed that I was like sitting there trying to wail on him and just wasn't having it. $200 extra XP. So you get 200 for the Horned Cathounds. I think it's 75 35 for the normal. So you know the normal ones, they're not super good for farming XP. But the horned ones are very, very good for farming out that XP. But there's a lot more of this normal ones, so it evens out over time. Like you have more regular Cathhounds that you're fighting through, so you get more XP overall from them. Whoa, 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 easy game. Calm down. So, like I said, I'm pushing the game's engine, so sometimes you're gonna get stuff like that. I'm not even sure if that showed up on screen or not. Hang on, let me... Okay, no, I have that. Good. Sorry, I was seeing if maybe there was a... I looked over in my preview and noticed that there was a lot of pixelation going on, but I think it's just because of how fast I'm moving at the moment. Plus, there's a lot of stuff that's on screen at the moment, so... I don't think I can do anything about it, which sucks.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
So I recommend getting rid of the Duros first, because they have a very low chance to dodge. Also, they have no armor and are pretty easy to just take down. But of course, he wasn't too hard either. Mind you, I'm gonna make sure that you guys can see. I am playing on difficult. There is one above it, which is impossible, which you only get with the restored content mod. Maybe I'll do an impossible game playthrough at some point. But difficult is the like highest vanilla. That's why I call it hard mode. Okay, here is Candace's Karen Ordo. Candace Ordo, is that you? Yes, it is. That's my awful Candace voice. Well, if it isn't Karen Ordo, I haven't seen you since the last battle with the Republic. How have you been? As well as I could have expected, my friend. You have done well yourself, I see. Candace, isn't he a Sith? You're with the Sith now, Karen? Yes. After we defeated it, I realized the treachery of the Sith brought down upon us by spurring us on to attack the Republic. The Sith could bide their time so they could attack the Republic after we weakened it for them. Very smart move on their part. So I just followed the code of Mandalore, making enemies' strength their own. So I joined the Sith and learned their ways. So why are you here, Karen? Because of my success at the Sith Academy, I was sent out to try and recruit other Mandalorians to the Sith side. Foolish Sith. I'm going to make the Mandalorians stronger, not the Sith. Which brings me to you, Candace, my old friend. What do you want with Candace? I want to teach Candace what I've learned. You Jedi are also fighting the Sith, so we are allies in this war. I don't know about this. Candace, are you seriously considering this? Yes, I am, Jordana. It is the code of the Mandalore to make enemies' strength your own. As I am with you, it will also assist you. Well, if there's no talking you out of this... There isn't. I must go with Kieran. I will call you when I'm ready. Alright, Candace. May the Force be with you. Very good, Candace. Come with me. Your friends can return here when you call them. We'll wait for your companion. Well, for your companions waiting for you, Candace. That is a good sign. Yes, they are. Jordana has a strong sense of honor. Well, Candace, are you ready? Yes, he is. Take these and go now, Candace. Victory is life. Victory is life. And die well, Kieran, my own friend. Or my friend. Not my old friend. And Candace is officially a Jedi now. Kind of. He was trained in the ways of the dark side, but he's called Jedi Guardian inside of the game. Get that, get that. And that's his lightsaber. And he has special armor as well. The Fallen One's robes. Now, this is like the last armor that I'm ever going to have to give Candace, because this armor is stupid good.
Yeah?
But he's the only one that can wear it. That's the big thing. So we're going to head into the Grove now. Man, my chance to hit must be down a little bit. Nice. We all leveled up. Okay. I'm gonna start. Let's get the Master 2 weapon fighting. Actually no, don't get that. I want the Dominate Mind. Okay, so for her, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the the stealth. Go ahead and do the Master 2 weapon fighting as well. Get some of that. Get a stun in there. Apprentice, your arrival here is well timed. Who are you? I am Bullock. I'm sorry, I am Bullock. A Jedi from the Enclave. I was sent by the Jedi Council to investigate a killing that took place here a few hours ago. Communication does not pose a problem, as both suspects and I speak basic and Huttese. I was going to handle this case myself, but now that you are here, this could be an excellent opportunity to demonstrate how well you've been learning your lessons at the Academy. Though you're not a full Jedi, perhaps you could assist me in sorting out the truth from the lies. What do you want me to do? Listen to the stories given by the two suspects. I brought in information retrieval droid with access to the archives of both the Jedi Enclave and the planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and experience to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There's little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account and check the facts with the information droid. Once you have gathered all the evidence you think you need, run through the possible scenario with me. If you're unable to come to a satisfactory resolution, then I will take them into the Enclave and deal with this myself. According to the accounts of these participants, these three men were out here in the field together earlier, before the clouds broke. So you have to listen before the clouds broke. I find it very odd, for most people would seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds, as it was earlier today. But that is not the most puzzling aspect of the case. The dead man, called Hernetic, was shot in the back by a blaster rifle. A rifle was found lying near the body with bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave for analysis. Two other men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Handon Gould. He was unarmed. The other was Rickard Lushoff, who was carrying a hunting laser. Both men say they did not do anything and that they came across the body, but both also accused the other. Obviously, there's more to this than what would have been told. Anything else I should know? There's one thing, last thing. When I arrived, Hannah was holding his side and Rickard was favoring one leg. You would do well remembering this as we progress through the case. If there's anything else you need, I'll remain here while you question the witnesses. So, yeah, if you actually pay attention to what he says there at the beginning, that that before the clouds broke and most people would seek shelter when there's dark storm clouds out. We're going to talk to Handon first.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped.
Now we talk to Rickard.
Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
So immediately it sounds like Rickard probably shot him. But remember, there were clouds this morning.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Netic, Rickard Lusov, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What'd you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
What can you tell me about these plains?
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
I have more questions later.
I will be here to assist you.
Okay, so one big thing, you see these guys that are walking around. These are the Iriaz. They're not in the game natively because the Xbox, they were actually cut out because the Xbox, for performance reasons, the Xbox wasn't able to handle everything on the plains. As a matter of fact, it's the exact reason why the lower city is pretty much not populated in the base game. Everything. So, the cut content mod adds them back in because, you know, it's for performance-related purposes. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Baluk. Yes, is there something I can do to help in this investigation? I want to discuss the murder. Actually, tell me what happened here first. He already told me. Never mind. I want to discuss the murder. Very well, we should start at the beginning. If we find the truth behind each puzzle, we will no doubt resolve the case. Handon said that he was nearby and heard a shot and ran over, only to find Calder already dead. He said Rickard came out of the shadow of the rocks holding a blaster in his hands. Rickard said that he was hunting Iriaz, saw one through the glare of the sun, and shot it. It is possible Rickard may have shot Calder accidentally and Handon may have found the body. That seems like a very unlikely explanation. It is more likely that one of them is lying. Obviously, one of these men is not telling us something, but where does the truth lie? Rickard is lying. Why do you believe that? It was cloudy. There's no sun glare. So this is kind of funny. There's no Iriaz for him to hunt here because they're removed from the game. It was like a little nod to the fact that there were no Iriaz. And Baluk tells you like, well, they were here earlier, basically. It was cloudy. There was no sun glare. Yes, well done. It was very cloudy this morning. If it had happened, as Rickard said, the sun would have not been visible at the time of the killing. Seemed to have caught Rickard in a bit of a lie. It seems I was correct in assuming you could help me with this case. This lie doesn't prove Rickard is guilty, but I think you have taken the first step to unraveling this mystery. We should proceed on to the next point. We need to find a motive for the killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about their relationship with the victim. Is there anything else? If there's anything else I need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Alright, we're going to talk to Rickard first.
So, what do you want to know?
Luke said you were... Oh, right. I need to...
How can I be of further assistance?
Do you know the victim?
I know him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a...
So, a bug in the PC version of this game.
Considerate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says he killed him. Yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
That's all for now.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, here's a big thing. There's a bug in the PC version of this game that can happen where you cannot ask Rickard about if he knew the victim. Talk to this droid right here.
Is there any other information you need? Very well.
And then run back to Balut. We should proceed on to the next point. We need to find motive for killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about the relationship with the victim.
So, what do you want to know?
Balut said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
That's all for now.
Right.
How can I be a friend?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. Of course.
Is there any other information you need?
So I may have to look up the guide on how to get around this glitch. You can leave this. By the way, you can leave this. Okay. Give me 2 seconds while I look it up. Because I can never remember how to do it properly. I always forget what this quest is called. Okay, I may have to skip this quest then. I didn't do it right. You have to do some file modding. I forgot about that. And it comes with the restoration mod. Actually, it's not the PC version. It's the restoration mod that breaks it. Sorry, guys. But basically, if you guys want to know, after you talk to Handon and Rickard, Handon's lying. He says that you can talk to the information droid, ask about them, tell you about how there was... Calder was sleeping with Handon's wife. Even though he said that you didn't know him. Rickard had bad blood with him, but he's not exactly dishonest with that. He just kind of didn't like him. He doesn't tell the entire truth, basically. He just says that he wasn't really great friends with Calder. He tells Baluk Handon's lying. He knew Calder better than he thought. They'll ask about the weapon. Rickard says that he doesn't know anything about it because he doesn't. Handon says that the blaster was stolen from him and he reported it stolen. Ask the information droid if there was any report. He'll say there's none. Tell Baluk that there is no stolen report. The final thing is he asks you who you think that the killer was based on the blood sample. There's a blood sample on the weapon. Ask the information droid. He will tell you it's not Calder's. Go talk to Baluk. Tell him it was Handon. That because he's clutching his side. There's blood there. Baluk will tell you that Handon's the one that killed him. Rickard thought that Handon was a Iriaz. But tell him, no, they both wanted to kill him. That's whenever you tell Baluk about the deal that went south with Rickard.
Right.
And he'll tell you good job and you get a bunch of experience and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to have to go ahead and just leave it. Because mine's bugged, of course.
Take that!
Alright, there goes that. Alright, the random Cathound that just happened to be standing somewhere. So here's Juhani. She's the reason we were sent into this grove.
I will be your doom!
Now, Juhani can be actually pretty difficult. Especially if you don't have the Jedi from the Star mod. She can really just take you out really fast.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Who are you?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
You embrace the dark side? Why? Dark side? I've been there.
When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
Dark side? Dark side is never powerful enough.
What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I just want to talk.
Talk. You who have beaten me so easily just want to talk? I do not believe it. Kill me now while you still have the power.
I have no desire to kill you, Juhani.
You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
Come now, Juhani. You're a beautiful young woman who has much talent.
I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
Not your fault, Juhani.
I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now, there would be so much.
There's a way to do this without all the persuasion checks.
Apologize for. How can the council ever take me back with what I've
But the
done?
persuasion checks are the
Striking my
fastest
master
route to
down
get
in
to
anger
it.
is unforgivable.
Don't worry, Juhani. They will surely take you back.
I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side, and maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done?
Of course it would. They would always accept you back.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
So, big reason why I keep my persuasion extremely high is because you can get all those persuasion checks require a pretty decently high persuasion. I think that I've been like I've had mine set at like 8 before, and not even been able to pass like 3 of those, or not 3, 2 of those persuasion checks. So I recommend getting rid of the Duros, and then this guy, well, Kander's just beat the shit out of him. Holy crap, man. I actually kind of need to swap mission with Karth. Karth is more powerful. Though I'll tell you, once we go to Kashyyyk, we will get the Dream Team. Get a stun here. So that's the second set of Mandalorians that you need to get. The first 2 sets are pretty easy. They're in like the way basically. The last set you can pretty easily miss if you're not careful. Come on, C842. Okay. Where'd you come from? Personal assistant droid.
As I said, I am C842, a personal assistance droid. Although in recent months, the assistance I render seems to have taken on a disproportionate significance.
Are you Lisa's droid?
Did she send you to find me? Please do not tell her you saw me.
Why are you running from her?
Yes, but I have my reasons. I'm afraid my elder became a bit too attached to me. Obsessed, even. She tried to treat me as her dead husband. It was not healthy for her.
All the time?
You don't want to know.
Probably not.
She is obsessed.
There's a little bit of innuendo there.
And appears to be fixated on me as her husband. She was becoming more and more insular. I thought it best that I leave. She may meet other real people this way. In fact, that was the reason I came here and sought out those cat hounds.
You sought them out?
I think it would be best if I were no longer a factor. She would meet new people, Living people, please, will you destroy me?
Fine, I'll destroy her and tell her why you did it.
Thank you, kind sir. You have my eternal gratitude.
How'd you like that?
So you get 20 XP for destroying him, but you also get a lot of XP for completing the quest. And of course, since I've leveled up, I'm now getting 150 XP from the Horned Cathounds. This game has a progressive linear progression on the amount of XP that you gain in comparison to your level. Again, take down the Duros. And then you can move on to the Mandalorians. I recommend the blue Mandalorian first, but the guys just took out the red one. Because the blue one is, you know, base Mandalorian, but the red ones are supposed to be lieutenants. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and continue this way.
Down you go.
Yeah, here's a good one. The albino Cathound has a really high chance to dodge. But he gives you a lot of XP, as you saw. I got what, 750 from that? There he is. I was like, where's that other Cathound? So you notice that the Cathounds are noticeably dirtier. This is because Juhani is now left, so she's not taking care of them. And yes, this does happen as early as whenever you first complete that particular portion of the quest. It's a lot of this game uses binary code, so it's like a 1 and or a 0 and a 1. Please leave me alone.
What? What? Yes? Uh-huh. Huh? Sure.
So yeah, sometimes your companions get stuck. Or they don't get affected by the burst of speed. Thankfully, all of them are Jedi right now. So if I need to get any of them closer, just you know, throw on their particular burst of speed. Call it a day. These are sorry, I lost my train of thought, went out the window for a second. These are Kinrath. I'm pretty sure that's the Kinrath mother. So you can destroy these eggs. I believe in the base version of this game, not all these eggs are destroyable. I don't know if I have every single one of the Kinrath destroyed eggs mod. No, I don't get anything extra for it. It's just like a little nice cosmetic. So these three are of course not. These two. So I don't have every single one of them. I think I have the one where it's only the clusters. If there's one that you can destroy in a cluster, then you can destroy all the other ones in that surrounding cluster. It makes them dynamic objects, basically. Now, again, it doesn't give me any more crystals or anything. Okay, that one is, I think, a little bit different. Yeah, just collect all the crystals from here. Give you a lot of color crystals, so if you want to change the color of your lightsaber. And the Kinrath eggs give you a lot of like power crystals. Make sure I grabbed everything before I leave. Yep, we are good. So now we are going to go ahead and clean up the rest of the plains. And we actually have already completed this quest now. Of course, now one big thing that I always found funny is that whenever you come out of that cave, a new Horned Kinrath spawns without fail.
Yeah?
Even if he's not there beforehand.
Guys, you fought in the Mandalorian.
Oh, we have one of the random encounters.
What battles were you in?
I try not to think about my past battles too much. The horrors of war are something I'd rather not relive.
The horrors of war? My people know only the glory of battle. I'm disappointed in you, Karth. I thought a warrior like you would understand.
Yo, what's going on, Sai? Thank you for the 3 months. Man, 3 months since I've gotten that? Holy crap. Go ahead and get yourself those 10,000 credits, my dude. Karth isn't like you, Candace.
I'm not a warrior. I'm a soldier. There's a difference. Warriors attack and conquer. They prey on the weak. Soldiers defend and protect the innocent. Mostly from warriors.
Nice speech. I bet you tell yourself that every night so you can sleep. But I accept.
Are you excited for some
I don't have to justify it with words.
Hogwarts Legacy, Sai?
My justification.
Justification through victory. So what happens when you lose? You know, like you did against us.
You had us outnumbered 5-1. You had more
Chogdor, I mean KOTOR.
more supplies, and the Jedi on your side. And we still made the Republic tremble before we fell.
Nice speech. I bet you tell yourself that every night so you can sleep. I don't want to talk about this anymore, Candace. The war is over. You lost.
Surprisingly hyped? Why surprisingly?
Good.
Harry Pooter. No, I know that, but like, why is it surprising? Oh, because you never played any of the other games?
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
Sorry, are we going now? See, I played the games like back on like the PS1, PS2, the OG Xbox. I stopped playing them after I think the last one I played was the fourth one, and because the fourth one wasn't good. The game, that is. Not the movie or the book. The movie and the Goblet of Fire movie and book are great, like really good. But the game was awful.
Ah, so this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi.
Now this is what I've been waiting for.
I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
Alright, take out the Duros. Because I actually have a mod here that makes him hold the lightsabers, and it makes him insanely powerful as a result. Damn. He got me. Alright, let's take out the rest of these guys. Thankfully, Candace and Karth are very powerful as Jedi. See, right now I'm still squishy. I'm still a glass cannon. I hit like a truck, but I can't take any damage at all. Mere Jedi. The Jedi. Something talks. I couldn't help it. I have problems. Stop spamming your heal. Do it. So I have a question for you. No. Not that question. I have a different question.
You're dead.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
Going now. So right there, the reason why I interacted with both the droids is so that you can actually get some special dialogue later. Cool.
Yes.
They're not so wise because he didn't finish his experiment. That's because he taught his apprentice everything he knew. Then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. Alright, let's do some lightsaber upgrades here. Let me get all the lightsabers back. That way I can upgrade her lightsaber as well. For whatever reason, something that they changed in the PC version, or I'm sorry, not with Knights of the Republic 2, which I liked, was that you can do stuff while they'd still equip to people, but for whatever reason in the original game you can't. You can't like upgrade weapons while they're still equipped. To anybody except for yourself. I never understood it. I think I'm gonna give Canderous the... Yeah. Because Canderous is like... He hits like a truck, dude. So freaking beefy, dude. The wise part would have been taught him everything freaking Bane. Okay. Cool thing about Sinjin's Onasi robe, you can actually upgrade it. Alright. One for you. And one for you. And one for you. Well, not only that, the thing is that with the Sith, that they're literally, from the time that they're inducted into the Sith Order, they're told to overthrow their master. It's like the ultimate thing that they can achieve as a Sith.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training, and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our order.
Sidious made the mistake of not letting Plagueis get to nearly completion, then killing him instead of doing the rest of the research himself. Well, he actually was near completion of the research. Plagueis knew how to create the midichlorian for life, which is why he was able to clone himself. It's just that the other part of the research was the actual process of how to transfer the body, or transfer the spirit into the body.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your
Why am I like that? The immediate thing that lost the Padawan we have
tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate.
I have issues, dude.
The secret to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
I'll investigate the ruins right away.
Be sure to bring Bastila with you. There is a powerful link between you, and you will need to draw strength from each other during the trials ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna share a powerful bond. I mean, sorry.
I demand
I have some in my
justice.
throat.
The Central family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only
He's not exactly
so long
wrong.
before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
She'll look into it at once.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time, something which carries its own rewards.
Killed the... Sorry. Killed the pot one you have. More is needed to join the dark side. I think the last one should actually be join the dark side. More is needed.
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order.
I'm just glad I could help.
With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Giving you a second chance like this is a clear sign of weakness. Sometimes I find it hard to believe the Jedi could defeat my people in battle.
This has been a painful lesson, Juhani, but it seems you have learned it well. I am certain you will be a credit to the Order.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force, in the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Oh, by the way, Sai, I got everything cleaned up. Man, my desk feels, dude, like, my desk is, like, all organized and shit. It's so nice. I found a lens cleaning cloth, you know, whenever I touch my glasses and shit. See how long that lasts? Well, considering I only have one product that I'm going to be reviewing here soon. And I'm not planning any marathons again. At least, like, I'm not planning any, like, game marathons that are lasting, you know, an entire month. It should last for a while. Really, what did it is the freaking the RE marathon really did. Like, it was already a wreck because, you know, I was doing the product reviews, like, because people kept sending me stuff. But I turned down a lot of people. I went through my email yesterday, turned down a lot of reviews for stuff. I was just like, I need people to chill a little bit. Oh, why am I going this way?
Have you found the Mandalorian raiders yet?
I fought and killed their leader.
Thank you, young master. My daughter can now, I think, rest in peace. Here is the reward I promised you.
Thank you, John.
Again, I thank you. I will be sure to tell the Council of your great deed.
But it's a good thing about being an independent product reviewer. I can actually reject things if I want to.
My droid is still missing. I can feel him like a hole in my aching heart.
I'm afraid your droid had to be destroyed.
My droid? Destroyed? No, this cannot be happening. I can't bear to live without him.
I need to actually pull out the monster tonight. I only have like 20 cans left. Only? Only? 24 pack. Yeah, you said you only have 20 cans left. That's why I'm saying only. I'm like, only? What do you mean only? Much prefer amp, but it's hard to find. I do, many people already know that I am not super into the energy drinks, but those, the ones that I drink, they're the Prime energy drinks, and they're the reason why I drink them is because there's lower calories, there's no sugar in them, anything like that. So not only that, they don't have like the explosion of vitamins that most energy drinks have. Like, I looked at a 5-hour energy the other day. It's like 2,000% of your like vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin B12 and all that. I'm just like, holy shit, man. The language of that, what are you trying to say? Yeah, but the thing is that your liver has to process all that shit. And that can cause issues with your liver. That's exactly why people say that Monster kills your liver, because of shit like that. I still don't understand you.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath? It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
What are you? Why are you here? Yeah, I like my Prime energy drinks. It's still not good for you though, Sai. It's really not. Like, that's it. And the only reason why I say this is because that's the kind of shit that leads to like urinary tract infections. Like, it's like, it would suck to have that. How long have you been here? Because trust me, I've had a urinary tract infection. It is awful. It is terrible.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
What are these builders you keep talking about?
These builders must have been...
I think we're just gargling rocks.
Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no...
Oh yeah, I also have changed up the lighting in this area. So I removed that desk over there. And I actually put up like wall sconces over there. And then I moved the lamp that was over there to behind my head. So that's aiming like right at the back of my head so I can get a little bit of backlight. Droid speaks Selkath. Maybe they were the builders. Have you seen a builder recently? Was Starforge. But what is it? What does it do?
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
Yeah, no, I got everything super nice. I like it. I got my 500 controller. Whenever I was cleaning, I was like, why? Where did all these controllers come from? I'm like, Jesus. I have 3 Switch controllers, 3 Xbox controllers, and 3 PlayStation 5 controllers. Maybe it has nothing to do with the Sith.
Our vision was clear. We saw Revan and Malak speaking of the Starforge. I'm certain it is somehow connected to the Sith's sudden rise to power. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Tell me about Revan and Malak, the ones who came before us.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Did you kill the Jedi over there? How can I prove myself worthy? Do I know Basila's lightsaber equipped her? I just realized her hand's empty, so I must not have it equipped to her at the moment.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be up pretty late tonight too, because I'm gonna be recording the first episode for Hogwarts Legacy for KA Gaming, of course. And then tomorrow we're gonna be having the first stream. I think I redid the schedule, so I think it's at 2 p.m. now. Because tomorrow next couple days, except for Wednesday, I don't really have anything, a lot work related. So and I have a lot of PTO that I need to take. So leaving early, and then Friday I'm off completely. Let's see. Get more intelligence. So I'm doing her computer use up so that if I need to ever do anything with a computer, I can do that. But I'm also going to go ahead and raise up her security as well. Basila is a very skilled Jedi. Once you get her a little bit of the intelligence boost, you can really max out her skills. Yeah, her lightsaber's right here. I don't know why I didn't stay with her. Yeah, let's keep that. Give that to her. Then give that to him. Okay. Let's get Nemo's remains, and he gives you Kieran's lightsaber. Like I said, I have a bunch of things that are like I have stuff that like specialized lightsabers and things. They're not much more powerful than regular lightsabers. Actually, I don't think they're any more powerful, but they give them like different histories, better names, that kind of stuff. All right, talk to computer. Computer screen goes silent. Screen blank. A few extremely unusual characters appear on the screen. So your datapad. Computer seems to be interfacing with your datapad. Screen goes blank again, then the more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. If I can talk. Talk to the computer. Computer goes silent again, humming softly. It seems to be processing data from your datapad. Datapad is released from the receptacle and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Continue. Identify 3 primary death-giving seed world types. So, fun fact, these are pretty easy. Just basically everything that just sounds like it would kill. So desert, volcanic, barren. So of course these are based off of the worlds in the game. And after we do this one, I'll tell you guys exactly like the intricacies of it. Okay. Do this one. Talk to the computer. Search, talk. Identify 3 primary life-giving seed world types. So there's oceanic, grassland, and arboreal. Or arboreal. However you want to say it. So, let's talk about that. Oceanic, grassland, arboreal. These are based off of course, Manon, Dantooine, and Kashyyyk. So all of these are worlds. The death-giving worlds are based off of Tatooine, Korriban, and a cut world that was actually is actually mentioned a few times throughout the game called Slaheron. Slaheron is a wasteland basically. It's barren. It's everything. Korriban is volcanic, and of course Tatooine is the desert. But Mad Max world, Slaheron, or Tatooine.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
What is it?
This is a map, some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge.
Slaheron is the barren world.
To follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
So what is the Starforge exactly?
I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manan, but there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything...
Yeah, out of all the things that were, like, cut from the game, Slaheron was one that was cut less for, like, a performance issue or anything like that, because a lot of the stuff was either cut for plot-related relevance, be it, like too much, like, stuff like where the plot is explained too much, or explained multiple times over, stuff like that. Or cut because the original Xbox just couldn't do it. Because this game was made to be on the Xbox. So a lot of it was for that reason. Slaheron was one of the few things inside this game that was cut specifically because they didn't have the time to implement the world. Perhaps the worlds will have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
And we've only just begun. So if it's not already plainly obvious, this game took a lot of inspiration from A New Hope. This game is very, very Star Wars.
So, Bastila, I heard a rumor that the Vulkars captured you without much of a struggle. It must be embarrassing to be bested by a handful of street thugs.
There were extenuating circumstances, and I can
Starforge, isn't that where Stormbreaker was made? No, the Starforge is it's a factory. It basically it uses the power of the sun that it's next to in order to pump out like hordes of like ships and armor and weapons and gear and troops and things like that. But at its core, it's a factory. Okay, let's not get into this.
Whatever you say. All I know is that if we had more Jedi like Bastila fighting against us in the Mandalorian Wars, my side might not have lost.
Bold talk from a broken-down mercenary who is serving at Davik's heel. I'd call you his pet cat-hound. But they have enough loyalty not to turn on their masters.
Insults? Maybe if your master had trained your lightsaber to be as quick as your tongue, you could have escaped those Vulkars, you spoiled little Jedi princess.
I was not spoiled. I was given the same training as everyone else in the Order. You are nothing but... No, I must not do this. There is no emotion. There is peace.
That's the problem with you Jedi. Always chanting about peace and control. Never up for a good fight. Well, except for Revan, I guess.
Enough, Mandalorian. I won't rise to your bait anymore. The game is over. Let us continue on with what we were doing.
All right. Still a few Cathons that are, you know, roaming around. So he's master, even Pastlo rose to the occasion. Jesus. So this you want to get this diary first because it basically just solves the quest that we're about to do for the Sandals and Metalis. Of course, you can do the quest without it, but it's literally like it just fixes the entire quest. Like once you get that diary, it's like okay, you're good.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
Come on behalf of the Jedi Council. I wish to speak to Alan Matali.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matali wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here.
Hey, Sally, does he have Liam Neeson's cock?
Until he arrives.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandals as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Liam Neeson's cock is so big that even Starforge couldn't replicate it. Pretty big, man. Pretty big. Why are you so certain the Sandals are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandals arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since. The injustices the Sandals have committed against the Metalis are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandral droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps. Destruction of my property. Maybe a simple spy mission. I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived.
At least you're efficient.
It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matali estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandral clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
I shall go speak Nurik Sandral.
The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling?
I literally said I was just going to go talk to him.
Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandals. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
I will remain neutral despite your attempted bribe.
Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including razing the entire Sandral estate. Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Very well. Why do you feel a Romeo and Juliet situation? Because this entire side plot is inspired by Romeo and Juliet. It is literally the Star Wars version of Romeo and Juliet. A plague upon both your houses. Now, you can actually... Here's the funny part. If you play it out exactly how Romeo and Juliet does, they literally will just shoot each other.
I'm here.
Huh? Yes?
Yes?
Huh? What?
I'm here.
Huh? Yes?
Come on, Bastila.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council.
Council? If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Sandals are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt.
I'm not in league with the Metales, but... Actually, Cassis Sandral is dead.
Cassis is dead, and it is as we feared. You should speak to Nearest yourself.
She's so slow for someone distant become the Grand Master, and her daughter, and like entire lineation of Grand Masters. All the way down to Satil, Sean.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you have news about my son Cassis.
Your son Cassis is dead. I've seen his body.
Cassis is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son?
He was killed by Cathhounds while exploring the plains.
Cathhounds? I was so certain the Matale family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical.
Yeah.
Anything to continue the feud, which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something.
That is like one line that I agree with Bastila like all the time. It's just like typical.
Thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return.
Keep your money. I don't need it.
Mighty generous of you. A little too generous if you ask me.
I thank you for this. The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
You are here from the Council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Who are you?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassis disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Does that have anything to do with what happened to Shen?
My father is a good man, When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
I only want to find Shin Matali.
You must understand that Father has been under a terrible
Get to the
strain.
fucking
I have no
point,
wish to
dude.
disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Quit stalling and get to the point,
My father
Jesus.
has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassus.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No. Since Cassus went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer
If it's
cares
not
if the
obvious,
Matales are
people that beat
responsible
around
for
the
what
bush,
happened to Cassus.
it really
I'm afraid
annoys
my
me
father will simply kill
because
Shen
I'm
out
not
of a
like
mad,
that.
misguided lust for vengeance.
I'm very direct. Council must be informed of this.
The Jedi Council does not have the authority to search our estate, and if Father finds out his secret has been revealed, he might kill Shen right away. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Oh, go now.
Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Help us, Keanu Reeves. You're our only hope. That shall beep their last boop. A plague upon both their houses. Hello, Shen.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
I'm here to rescue Shen.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave.
Don't
It's
mind
too
that I just stabbed you in the dong with my lightsaber. I'll protect you, Shin. Let's go.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
How can I get you to come with me?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
Why do families hate each other so much?
My father thinks the Sandrals are thieves and liars who followed him here to Dantooine just to steal what he has earned for himself. My father is an egotist and can be violent at times, but I think he still cares for me. Rahasia's father seems to be falling into the same pattern as mine. They're both too unreasonable to be talked to about the other. I think the only hope Rahasia and I will ever have is if we can escape both of them. Please, find Rahasia and speak to her. Get her to flee this place with me.
I also like to point out that I'm about to say something real controversial here in a second. Everybody says that Romeo and Juliet's like the best love story ever made. I'm about to burst some people's bubbles by saying this. Romeo and Juliet weren't actually in love. they were infatuated with each other because it was rebellious. But had they not died, if anybody's seen the ending of The Graduate,
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
Prequel trilogy best love story. God damn it! I'm trying to rescue Shin, but he won't leave without you, Rahasia.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it. But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Besides, you do know that, right? That, like, if they would have like actually lived through the events of that story, it would have been exactly like the ending of The Graduate. Okay, so the ending of The Graduate, two of the main characters that run off, get married, and at the very end they hop on a bus, go to the very back of the bus, and sit down and drive away, smiling. But it doesn't cut off. Most movies, I guarantee you that if it was made today, it would cut off there. But as they keep going, the smiles slowly fade, and there's like this look of realization upon their face, of like, oh wow, like it was like stupid kind of stuff. They realized that they just got married, and they didn't actually love each other.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
Yeah, she promised she would meet us outside the gates.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Well, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks
The
to
exact
this
same
kind
thing
Jedi
would have
who
happened
managed to get this
if
far
Romeo
along.
and Juliet managed to live through the events of what happened in that story. Because, like I said, they were not in love with each other. They were infatuated because they were teenagers, and it was rebellious to. They were going against what their parents wanted, because their parents hated each other. It was no problem.
No, we know that you must have gone to great personal risk to get
All of
us
our
out the
fucking
Central
teachers
State.
lied to us whenever they were like, it's the greatest love story ever told. It's like, no, that's not even what the story is even fucking about. I need no reward.
But surely we can...
No reward is necessary.
But surely we can...
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father.
Mr. Sandro!
Nurik! Alan! I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your
Steam preload is up, so installing that. Waiting most of the day for them to get off their ass. Eugene, need to calm down.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi?
You're being too loud.
Remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog.
Harlan! Calm the fuck down.
We are trying to be reasonable here, of course. We are sensible people, after all. But our children are being so stubborn.
If Shen would just understand that he has to do what I want, this would all be solved easily.
Shen is capable of making decisions on his own.
But he is my son. I don't want to lose him.
And I won't let my daughter go with him.
Children grow up and leave eventually.
My little Rahasia.
Father.
I don't
So the
know
only way
why
to get the light
I
side
like
outcome of this is that you
We
have
got
to be able to
along in the
pass those
beginning,
persuasion
didn't we,
checks.
Alan?
I don't know how you can think of that when we have our children trying to go away together.
Otherwise, you get you can either get a neutral or the dark side ending of this quest line.
Seems to genuinely care for my Rahetia. He might be a good husband for her someday.
As much as I may dislike it, I think I see it too.
You'll let them stay together?
I suppose I might be convinced to see that Sandral girl with my son, if she is loyal to him. But I
Who the fuck else is she gonna dude? I've seen like 3 people that were under the age of like
They will live with me.
20 in this game.
Pompous old windbag. They'll be living with me.
One of them is a fucking mission. Why don't you compromise?
I will not have them set foot in a Sandral household.
They shall not live with the Matales.
Then you propose to buy us a new house, do you?
Oh, well, yes, actually, that sounds like a good idea.
I'm surprised. That does sound like a good idea.
We should discuss this more.
Thank you, Master Jedi, for bringing us together and getting our parents to accept us.
We will praise you to the Council for what you have done and name our children after you.
Thank you again. We will remember you always.
Okay. Of course, I can't complete the murdered settler. This one, we complete after going back to the academy. I'll show you guys actually. A lot of people don't know how to complete the missing companion quest fully. Hello, Basta. I want to talk to you about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
I still don't understand why we shared this vision.
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first,
I guess a bit of both.
Let me repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to...
But yeah, the PC version is supposed to be live tomorrow, 12 o'clock our time, so...
The Force works as it will. And perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
How do our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me. I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Thanks a lot.
Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to.
Waiting for the preload because yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make the preload available earlier. The Dead Space preload was like 3 days before release. I have another question.
What would you like to know?
Why did we dream of Malik and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
Well, I certainly didn't want to dream about them.
That would not be my first choice either. But choice appears to be irrelevant in this matter. We dreamed about...
Yeah, I know the PS5's preload was up 2 days ago.
Because we needed to.
You're talking to me, man. I had all the versions of the game already. I even have the Xbox version. It's installed on this guy. So, what were Malik and Revan doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate.
I have problems, is what I'm saying. That's my go-to excuse. I'm like, I have problems. I'm not sure I like the idea of you. Do you think we will see more of these visions?
Luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us. But when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance.
Not sure I like the idea of you being in my dreams.
And are you so certain that it is not you in my dreams?
Pretty certain, yes.
I see. That is most likely vanity speaking, for I am not certain myself. Regardless, our fates are linked. The vision was no doubt meant for us both.
That's all I wanted to know.
Wish. You really should return our thoughts to business anyway. How can I help?
Something bothering you.
No, not bothering you. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our
Yeah, we
mission
can do a
remain
bond
question.
later. Maybe in the bunks. You know, really get to know each other. Bond. Thank you. I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us.
I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I mean, I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records.
Find funny that they're kind of working backwards. PS5, Xbox Series X, PC get the first release, and PS4 and Xbox, then Switch. They have to work for a couple months and downgrade the game each time. PS4 and Xbox One, I don't think that they're... what is it? Isn't it only a couple of... Isn't it only like a few days after? I'm pretty sure. Because the PS4 and Xbox One can definitely still run that game perfectly fine. The Switch, they are gonna probably have to do quite a bit. Is it April 1st for that? Where's my phone? Hang on. Bright light. Bright light. Oh, April 4th. Damn. They shouldn't have to... They just shouldn't have to downgrade it that much for the last-gen consoles, though. Because, I mean, they're still... I mean, based on the requirements, they're still more than powerful enough to run that. Now, the Switch I can definitely see because the Switch is, like... is significantly less powerful. They're gonna have to probably rework a lot of stuff in order to get it to run on the Switch. Our relationship, is that some kind of clumsy come on?
I was referring to the bond we share, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually
following the footsteps of Cyberpunk 2077. The thing is that Cyberpunk 2077 didn't get a release on the next gen consoles at first. The next gen consoles came after. It was objectively that they were trying to fit a PC game onto the last-gen consoles at that point, when they should have done... what they should have done is take... is just not released on the last-gen consoles. There was too much tech involved with Cyberpunk 2077 for the last-gen. Because, I mean, the big difference is that that game required, at minimum, like a 2080 Ti to run it at 1080p at 60 FPS. Well, I guess I touched a nerve there, huh?
Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves, most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Now, are you going to answer my questions, or would you rather just keep annoying me?
I'll answer a few questions.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
Nothing extravagant. I was taken to the Jedi when I was very young.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Deralia, sorry. It's a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Wasn't this all my service records?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
And what did you find
You're
out?
honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
But yeah, for the Switch, Nintendo really needs to release the Switch too, because I guarantee developers are probably getting pretty frustrated right now with them.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
Found an incomplete star map and mention of something called a Star Forge.
This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you.
Something dark side, something death.
You have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manaan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
I'm ready to do the Council as well.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you...
It's the only system that hasn't entered the current gen. Games released a year ago struggling.
Your efforts to failure.
Man, there's games that were released many years ago that are struggling on the... like, games released back in 2017 that got ported over that are struggling on it. They really need to make... Because I would not be... I mean... Fuck, man. Whenever I was playing Resident Evil 2 Cloud, that was like the worst Resident Evil 2 experience I think I've ever had. And I played Resident Evil 2 on the original PlayStation 4. Like, not the Pro, the OG PS4. Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the
yeah, we're gonna have connection
to
later.
unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
There are others that want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taurus will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
Count on me, I will not fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side.
Nintendo's still trying to figure out what the internet is, considering their serviceability history. Yeah, but the thing is that there's no actual reason why they would have had to go for a cloud solution for Resident Evil 2 in order to get it onto the Switch. The Switch 2 should just already be out and running Resident Evil 2. Like, Resident Evil 2 is not the most demanding game in the world. There's a reason why it's able to run at a pretty decent, flawless 60 FPS on the consoles. The RE engine is very, very well made. Okay, that's Sola. There's Elise.
I took the loss of my droid much too hard. I feel I must apologize.
There's no need.
But I must. I was much too attached to my droid. It was all that was left of my husband, you see. Maybe I thought that through the droid, my husband could live again, be with me still.
I think we understand. Love can do strange things to anyone.
But I went too far. I could not see what was missing in living a normal life. Fortunately, in my grief, I returned here and ran into Samt, an absolutely fascinating man.
Yes, he seems quite nice.
Samt and I got to talking, and, well, we have a lot in common. I think we'll be seeing more of each other. It's funny how things work out in the end. Maybe there is such a thing as fate, after all. But I think we should be going now. We have so much more to talk about. I just wanted to thank you for what you've done for me, and what you tried to do. Goodbye, and thank you.
And that quest line is actually now complete. Oh, Salah. You've the look of a seasoned Psych player about you. I dabble in it from time to time. Care for a game? Do you have any cards to sell? Matter of fact, I do. See anything you like? I'm willing to part for them for a small sum. I actually have no idea what cards I have at the moment. Oh shit, I have like a lot of good stuff. Like I have good cards actually. I'm actually, since I have good cards, I may have broken the tables. So I think I mentioned this like whenever I first started playing KOTOR, but I have the game modded so much that after I get a certain amount of cards, the game breaks. And Pazak is like, so the game is meant to be slated against you natively, but I have modded so much that the tables basically flip upside down if I have a certain sect of cards. After I get that certain sect of cards, even if I go up from that, the game is like permanently broken on Pazak. I have no idea why it happens, what causes it. This is what I mean. Last game is closer than it seems. Want to try again? Yep. I don't remember if he has any special dialogue. I can look real quick. Because honestly, like I said, once you get past a certain point in the game, credits basically just become useless. They're already kind of useless at this point. I don't think he has any special dialogue. Let me double check. Okay. 5 times. If you beat him 5 times, he has special dialogue. I try to avoid Pizak like the plague, so I don't even like try to memorize who all has special dialogue. Go again. This is exactly what I mean. The tables are like normally if you stopped at 18, the computer or the NPC would somehow magically pull out like 5 different cards that it could play. Alright, this should be the last game. Seem to have run out of. I seem to run out of funds. If you wish to play again, I could wager the cards instead. You wish to play? Yeah, let's play. About to end this man's career right here. Okay, he got a free 20. Every once in a while, the computer card dealer will actually just give either you or your opponent a free 20. You're truly a great Bazak player. I don't see how I could possibly beat you. As a token of my appreciation for the games we played, please take these cards. Perhaps it'll serve you better than they did me. Alright. Alright, let's talk to Balea.
You have done a great thing. One of our own had strayed, but you have returned Juhani to the Order. For this, you deserve the highest praise.
Appreciate that. Padawan, a word if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There's talk that they're sending you on a mission to help us against Malak and the Sith. How do you know the Council gave me a mission? I saw you go into the Council chambers. You were in there for some time. I naturally assumed that the Council had given you tasks to perform. Please understand that I'm not asking you to reveal anything that can endanger the order of the Republic. Whatever task the Council has given to you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well, and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. Dark side? What could be more dangerous than the Sith? Master Doric has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I come across tales of creatures born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is Terran Tantic. I always want to call it Tintric. A beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes this Jedi so dangerous? Or creature so dangerous? The Terran Tantic is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They're incredibly strong with primal cunning. I can't talk. And spread throughout the galaxy to destroy the Sith. Fortunately, the Terran Tantic is quite rare, and they only dwell in the most dangerous places and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Sound like they're extinct. It's not the first time that the Terran Tantic have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malak's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. Great hunt, what's that? Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, helping to rebuild the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing in a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered that Terran Tantic were behind the killings. It decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. So Jedi just killed these creatures? Terran Tantic are an abomination. They are ruthless engines of death and destruction. The Council had no choice but to destroy them, for the greater good of the galaxy. Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets they were suspected of harboring the Terran Tantic. The Great Hunt did not... Okay. There are rumors of Terran Tantic on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believe to be the birthplace of the Sith. That is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the First Sith War. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing the Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, even though 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. Work of killing the Terran Tantic, you mean? The Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duran Quadroma, however you want to say it. It's actually proper both ways. Gunhan Cherish, 3 famous Jedi actually. The council felt that together they would be able to defeat any Terrantantic they found, and by supporting each other they could resist temptations of Korban and Lord of the Dark Side. But none of the three survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their exact fate is not known, but their death led to serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Thanks for the warning, I'll be careful. As a final warning before you go, Padawan, do not underestimate the Terrantantic. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Alright. Very well then. Greetings, sentients. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen on Dantooine by the name of Rundil Otsulum. His ranch has had considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for many years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not been returned. Might you have news of her? Her name is Sasha. So I have no idea what you're talking about. Ah, that's too bad. I shall have to continue my search. I'll keep my eye out for you, girl. I appreciate that, sentient. So that starts a new side quest, but without giving you the check mark for it. Alright, I need to talk to a couple of the companions.
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
I didn't think Mandalorians got afraid.
Every new warrior has to fear to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
You dropped from orbit riding a droid?
The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
Sounds terrible.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know? Your
Nothing
choice.
more for now.
I'm here if you want something done right. Yeah, what do you...
Wonder if he had any more war stories.
You want another war story?
You can literally just keep
you
cycling him.
About some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought.
He has the most lines that you have to get through in order to get his side quest to unlock. What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the
I think he
galaxy,
tells you like
playing with the
6 or 7 stories before you finally actually get the line of dialogue that unlocks his side quest.
frozen methane
It's
gas
insane.
shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it.
I mean, we've already heard, I think, 4 so far. This being the 4th. Why? What happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
An asteroid?
Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
So it was a ship.
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing more for now.
I'm here if you want something done right. Yeah, what do you want?
Well, we had more stories.
Strange stories like the last one I told you. But I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan.
Tell me the story.
For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world.
Like I said, he has so much. He has so many lines of dialogue.
To assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once
I think Mission has the least,
the bulk of my forces
because you talk to her like twice before Terrace. Terrace gets destroyed. You talk to her once. Lena comes in, and then you have her side quest. Did it work?
Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
You're a great warrior, Candace.
Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe I'll...
Yeah, you also notice that he always calls Revan your Jedi Revan.
Now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know? Your turn. Yeah, what do you want?
Alright, that's all for now, for him. Let's talk to Juhani.
I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before, in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
That the dark side has consumed you is nothing.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Don't worry, Juhani, I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you become a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yeah. Yeah, please continue.
It goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where'd you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
You mean a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was old, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
It's very forward, Johnny.
How may
I'm
I
going
be
to hell.
of assistance to you, Padawan?
Are you doing all right?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Why? What's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Scratching at the door. Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
If you begin to see, if I begin to see you slip back, I will intervene.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust. How may I be of what? Of course.
Okay, we're good with Juhani.
How can I help?
You have someone to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
You keep staring at me. See anything you like?
You are easily the vainest, most arrogant man I have ever met. Besides, I know you can't be serious, since I was purposefully not staring in your direction. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. Whatever I think about you.
So cute when you're embarrassed.
That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council.
Yes, thundering over your words ain't helping you, Basila.
Allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
What do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. but I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I'll try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
I won't do anything to hurt you.
I believe you truly mean what you say, for now, but sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I'd appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I've been very quiet lately, you know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Left out of the loop? I don't understand.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training.
Doesn't Bastila already know who you... Yeah, she does. Why don't you, Thought it was important that I help find the Starmans, then stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
They said there's a bond between Bastila and myself.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Bastila and I have a bond. We have to do this together. That's all I'm going to say.
And what does that mean? Is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
If you haven't noticed, I'm not Saul. I won't betray you.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing. Yes, what's on your mind? You got...
So, literally, we can fly to a planet and continue that conversation. Just how she acts around him, I understand giving a chance of redemption. Alright, let's go fly to Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk's like the best world to go for your first go around. You can fly to any world you want, but Kashyyyyk's like the best one to go to first. So I've gone to Korriban first before. Kashyyyk, lots of things stab. Furry and not so furry.
The Starforge is operating at 200% capacity.
We don't stab the
I am more interested
the Wookiees.
Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned?
At least not in light side.
Of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak.
Calo Nord.
Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
I'd love to see, like in the remake, I'd love for them to like open up Kashyyyk a lot more. I think it would look gorgeous. Oh, the texture's broke.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
Looked like the star map was on the Force floor.
The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Earning 1,000 trees crash. No, not crash. But the textures sometimes break because I have this game. I kid you not when I say that I am actually pushing the engine to its absolute limit with the amount of mods that I have. Like the engine's like is buckled right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and end that there. That way I can get everything ready for tonight. There's gonna be the first episode of Hogwarts Legacy on K Gaming. High quality, everything like that. Tomorrow we will be doing the first stream of Hogwarts Legacy. So yeah. If you guys want to go ahead and join the Discord. You can join the Discord right there. I post my schedule up there. And yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow with some Hogwarts Legacy. Have a good night, everybody.